What's your favourite karaoke hit?
Oh, Shirley Bassey, Big Spender. I do it every time there's karaoke. Love it. Hello, my name is Carolyn Harris and I'm the Member of Parliament for Swans East.
Now, when you were first elected, there you were on the stage. How did you celebrate?
By flinging my arms in the air and saying, "Yay, I've won!"
If you weren't an MP and could be anything else in the world, like anything, what would it be?
Professional ballroom dancer.
Professional ballroom dancer?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you're waiting for the invitation for Strictly.
Well, I was a ballroom dancer up until the time I was 16.
Do you still think you could tear up the dance floor?
Oh God, yes. I carry a bit more weight these days, but I can't watch Strictly without the feet going. And I love glitter and sequins, so I've never lost it.
You've previously worked as a dinner lady and a barmaid before going into politics. What's it like going in as someone who's worked as a barmaid and worked as a dinner lady?
Well, all my life, and even now, I think I've had what they call imposter syndrome. I kept waiting for somebody to put their hand on my shoulder and saying, "You shouldn't be here," when I was in university. And then when I first became an MP, I kept waiting for someone to say, "I think they made a mistake with the ballot papers, it's not really you as one." And I think I'll always have that throughout my life, because I'm of that age where women of my age, when we were younger, we weren't encouraged to think for ourselves and to do what young women today are far more confident about doing. So when I first went there, I think I'm probably an acquired taste for some, that I can be very working class and I'm very Welsh and I can be very loud and I can be very noisy and I can be very outspoken. But I think you either love me or hate me. I'm Marmite. But I think most people like me, so that's a good thing.
Now, you've mentioned that you went to university in your 30s.
I did.
What was it like being a mature student?
I became sort of everybody's mother hen and looked after kids and made sure they were fed and have them at the house if I thought they weren't eating properly. So it was an expensive time for me to be in university because I was feeding half the campus.
You're clearly decided you were not a Conservative. You were never going to vote Conservative.
God, no.
So
I got a story on that one as well.
Okay.
When I was young, my gran, who was Labour to her back teeth a bit like me, and there was a family who lived on her street and they all had eczema. It was just a family trait. And my gran always said, "Heard," and what were them, the Tories. And I grew up thinking that people with bad skin were Tories. And I was about 12 when I was out with my mother and we saw a young girl who had bad eczema, and I said to my mother, "She's a Tory." And my mother said, "How do you know that?" She got the rash. And it was explained to me that you didn't have a rash if you were a Tory. But I did grow up thinking that all Tories had bad rashes. And now Iain Duncan Smith is my best friend. And he hasn't got a rash.
Iain Duncan Smith's your best friend?
Oh, yeah. Big mates, me and Iain Duncan Smith. Over the E42 issue, we bonded. And the Sandhurst graduate and the dinner lady. And we get on like a house on fire.